Hey again, it's Scott MacFarlane on the west front of the U.S. Capitol. You remember on spring days like today just how majestic and gorgeous it is here on the west front of the Capitol. In fact, you can see some of the tour groups have returned with the weather turning. This complex remains closed to visitors due to COVID, but we expect that to change in the coming weeks. But it's always worth keeping in mind, this west front of the Capitol was the site of the fiercest and largest fights by the mob against police in this very spot. January 6, 2021. So we took note overnight when the U.S. Senate passed this $1.5 trillion plan to fund the U.S. government through the fall, a 2,700-page piece of legislation that on page 1,181. Congress requires itself in this new law to make and hang a plaque honoring the police heroes from January 6th and to put that plaque right here on the West Front, the site of the fiercest fighting. The plaque would list individually the names of the officers, local and federal, who helped save this complex and in the process saved the country. 114 U.S. Capitol police officers were injured that day, dozens of D.C. police officers as well, and of course Officer Brian Sicknick was assaulted that day, later died of natural causes. You see him here in that photo with his girlfriend, Sandra Garza. I spoke with her about this plaque that's been ordered, and she says it is a fantastic idea. It's important. It's important for those who know and love those police officers, and she says that it's important they be named individually. For those who have not gained notoriety, that they be named and recognized, and that their pain be validated through a plaque. I'll give you one footnote. The case of Brian Sicknick, there are two defendants specifically accused of assaulting him January 6th, right here on the grounds. Their case is now set to go to trial in June. One of the defendants, who's pleaded not guilty, has been in pre-trial detention for months awaiting that trial. Another, who's also pleaded not guilty, got released from pre-trial detention, citing, among other things, the long wait for trial. It is a long wait in these January 6 cases. Been a long wait for the defendants, for their families, for the victims and their families. But they won't have to wait long for the new honor here on the West Front. The new law requires it be set up within a year.